Shalom, Hillary. Manishma. Anyway, I know I haven't made a video in a really, really, really long time. And I'm sorry. I'm doing really bad at keeping you guys in touch. I just get really busy and everything's crazy and new and exciting. But I thought this would be a perfect time to put something on the interwebs because it's the day after Valentine's Day. And my main focus, something that I've learned and I've thought about a lot while being here, is that we should all love each other. Valentine's Day is the day of love. It doesn't matter if you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife. I think that it should be about loving anyone and everyone. And there has been a lack of love, is what I think, in my personal opinion. I hear about what's going on in the States and how anti-Semitic people are being, and how swastikas are being drawn, and people are being shot and killed for being nothing other than being Jewish. I'm Jewish. I'm proud to be Jewish. I love being Jewish. Je suis juif. And I don't understand why or how someone could hate someone else based solely on their religion. And to be honest, I never realized how anti-Semitic people were. I grew up in the Valley in Los Angeles, California, where everyone was different. I went to school with all different cultures and religions, mostly Armenians who were my best friends, and I didn't experience the hatred. Some people told me I was not to be Jewish because I was Mexican and I couldn't be Mexican and Jewish, which makes no sense, but whatever. But never have I thought about bombings and people drawing swastikas or shutting Jewish sororities or all the scary, nasty things that are going around. And I had to come to Israel to figure all of that out, which is crazy. Now, a lot has happened in the past month since I haven't talked to you. I moved to Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is beautiful and very city-like and very different from Jerusalem. I turned 19. I started working at this place called City Tree where I kind of learned how to help the environment, and I also started working at the refugee center. And the refugee center is in the central bus station, and they have to stay there from like 9 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon because their parents are working all day, because being a refugee in Israel is really hard. They don't have equal rights, they don't have equal jobs, they don't have statuses, and the children don't have statuses. And that's something I'm kind of left-wing about, because I believe that Israel was a refugee state and refugees should be allowed here. But I'm going to try not to post any more opinions online because that's never good. But I do know that the kids play with Pampers wipes and empty pill bottles and random stuff that's found on the street. And don't get me wrong, I think it's beautiful that these children can be so happy with such primal things and like make toys out of them and have fun. But I also feel like they should have so much more. I also think you learn a lot more about what you have when you don't have it anymore. A lot of times being here in Israel, I love it. I think, how could I ever go home? How could I ever leave such a beautiful place with such beautiful people? And then other times I get really sad. I really miss my home. I miss all the familiarity. I miss my family. I miss watching my cousins grow up. One's driving. One's started high school. They're all applying to college. They're doing things that I did, except for the driving. I never did that, but that's besides the point. And I feel like I'm useless and like I'm missing out on so much. But I also feel like I'm gaining so much more. I feel like I'm also learning a lot more about politics than I ever thought I would. I'm going to lots of debates. It's really cool that I'm here during the election year because I'm here firsthand as people are trying to decide what's best, one state, whatever your opinion is. And I've also learned that I feel like a lot of people in politics probably don't know that much about politics, but they do what they can. Anyway, unlike in Los Angeles where it's 80 degrees and sunny, it's really cold and raining right now because I guess who would have thought Israel actually has a winter. So, I love you all. I love everyone.